With TCG exclusive archetypes looking like Warrock and Goldpunk, I didn't really have much hope until I saw this. Yo, what is going on, guys? Bashtianygo here, and today I'm going to be coming at you with a brand new TCG exclusive archetype. We have the Ashened archetype coming out of Phantom Nightmare, guys. Not Photon Nightmare, not Photon, whatever the other one calls, Hypernova. It's going to be coming out in about a week or so, guys, so you got to make sure we stay prepared. And like I said before, guys, when it comes to TCG exclusive archetypes, there's really not much I have in hope. Let's be real here, guys. So when it comes to this, I really want to go ahead and make sure that we, scour the depths of YouTube, if you will. I want to make sure that we're able to go ahead and maximize the potential of this deck. And with the Ashen strategy, it really comes at a really good time where we're getting a lot of really strong field spell based decks. We're getting the runic Earthbound's doing really good as well. We have, of course, the Fire King strategy that relies on his field spell, which of course, if it's destroyed or leaves the field, whatever it might be, then you destroy all opponent's monsters, so it's really helpful in that scenario as well. So it is more or less a counter to field spell decks with his boss monster. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. And in addition, gives you board wipes mixed with cashier stuff. It works really well, guys. So I just want to go ahead and show you the goo. Make sure that you guys are informed. But as you guys know how this videos work, we're going to go ahead and check out a quick combo tutorial just so you guys know more or less what the basic combo is going to be for the consider strategy. And then at the end of the video, we're also going to be checking out a quick deck list to give you guys a quick template so you guys can understand more or less what to be looking for when building this deck. And you guys can go ahead and build off that for the future. But without further ado, guys, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe down below, and let's get right into it. So here we are, guys, for our first combo tutorial. So I want to go ahead and just say this by saying, of course, the Ashen cards by themselves as a deck seem like they have the potential to be really good, and as we know, of course, with TCG exclusive archetypes, they may be getting additional support in the next 2-3 sets. So it is something that would be nice at least to try to invest in early on, because it does have the potential to be a really good and interesting deck. Any cards that say blow up any field spell or blow up the entire field is automatically something that's going to capture a lot of players' attention, including your boy. So we're going to go ahead and check this out today. So here's a basic combo that you guys are going to want to know in the event you guys want to go ahead and mix it with Kashtira, which seems to be the best way to go ahead and do it. Now if you guys want to see a really fantastic deck profile as well and combo tutorial, check out Yassine on YouTube. Of course, if you guys follow me, I'm sure you guys follow him, but his Draco Sack Kashtira combos were really cool, and honestly has a lot of adds a different dimension to the deck. But I want to go ahead and show you guys some more basic stuff first, so you guys have a better understanding of what you guys can be looking for, right? So we have, of course, here our Kashtira Fenrir. I'm sure everyone's familiar with this card. And we have one of the brand new Ashen cards, was Priestess of the Ashen City, which I believe is going to keep the same name here in TCG. And we also have this card to thank, of course, for the skyrocketing in price of Bonfire, which was dropping down in price. It got, I believe, to like $65, and I should have bought them. I didn't, and they're back up to like $110, $120. It just, come on, Konami, you had me so close. I even released a short. If you guys have seen it, I appreciate you. But let's go ahead and get into it. So we're gonna go ahead and press play on this. We're gonna go ahead and special summon out the Fenrir to start things off. Activate the Fenrir effect to go ahead and search out a copy of Kashtira Rise Heart. Rise Heart's really good in here for two purposes. Realistically, number one, it helps you deck thing your opponent in the event you want to go ahead and activate the effect and have them banish 7 from the top of their deck, which is never a bad idea. But also, in the addition, it has the ability to act as an Xyz material in the event you want to go into Infernal Flame Banshee. Yes, a card that came out a few sets ago. I'm not exactly sure which one. Should have looked it up. It is what it is. But it is really good because it lets you search in this deck. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Rise Heart effect. We're not going to activate the effect to banish 7 because I believe that changes the level of the Rise Heart, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it becomes level 7. So we're not going to go ahead and do that because we need it to be a level 4 to summon Infernal Flame Banshee. So this card says you can detach one material from this card, take one pyro monster from your deck, add it to your hand, or send it to the graveyard, which is fantastic with all of the pyro support that we are receiving here recently, guys. It is the year of the pyro 2024, guys. Late 2023, early 2024 is definitely year of the pyro. So let's go ahead and check this out, guys. We're going to activate Infernal Flame Banshee, which, by the way, I don't think I went over this. Whoa. I don't think I went over this. So when summoning out the Priestess of the Ashen City, you normal summon her And then you can go ahead and search any Ashen card from your deck to your hand. So that's how we got the field spell to our hand. Then we're going to activate the field spell, and also Infernal Flame Banshee lets us add any pyro monster. It doesn't matter the level. So we're going to add the big boss monster, Vidos, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction. Badass name for a badass card, guys. This card is crazy good. Basically, during the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can target one card in the field spell zone, either field spell zone, even your own, and special summon this card to your opponent's field if you do destroy that card. That might not seem like the best effect, but trust me, it works very, very well with this deck. So go ahead and keep going. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Obsidian of the Ashen City. And then we're going to activate Chainlink to the Vidos to go ahead and pop the city. And this is going to actually allow us to set a Ashened of Eternity from our decks directly to our field. We can, I believe, search it to our hand, but it's better to just go ahead and set it directly to the field. That way you play around Drone Lockbird as much as possible, of course, considering we already searched in this combo, but just so you guys have the heads up, of course. So we are actually in a really, really good position now, guys. So we're actually going to be able to go ahead and activate the Obsidian's effect, Obsidians. So if this card in the field zone is destroyed or banished, which is, guys, nice, instead of, you know, in case you get Cosmic Cyclone, which is bound to happen. I've been praising Cosmic Cyclone a lot recently, but this counters it completely. So if this card is destroyed or banished, you can special summon any Ashen monster from your deck, which is fantastic because you go ahead and search out and special summon King of the Ashen City. King of the Ashen City is a not the best starter, so we don't play it at 3, but special summon from the extra deck off this effect is phenomenal because that is going to actually be able to allow you to special summon during the main phase and Obsidian and Ashen, sorry, from the deck as well. So we're going to go ahead and special summon Hero of the Ashen City. This card is actually super crazy, and these combination, the Vidos and the Hero of Ashen City, is actually going to get you the most interruptions in this deck. So Vidos, when it's destroyed, you can activate the effect. So if this card is sent from your opponent's field to your graveyard, so this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to destroy it on our opponent's field, send it to our graveyard. It can activate the effect to destroy all monsters on the field. Now, you don't want to activate this effect right away, of course, because that would destroy all of your monsters. But in combination with Hero of the Ashen City, which says during the main phase you can target one pyro monster on the field, destroy it. Then if you destroyed Vidos, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction, by this effect, place one Obsidian Ashen City from your deck face up in your field zone. So not only does it recycle the field spell, it also helps you pop the Vidos, which is a pyro monster on your opponent's side of the field, and you go ahead and pop it. You get the field spell, and you get the additional effect to blow up the entire field in the event you want to go that route. So that's fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play, guys. We're gonna go ahead and activate the effect of the Ashen City. Ashen City says during the end phase you can actually shuffle back another Ashen City into the bottom of the deck and draw a card. So you have so much advantage generating off of just 2 cards essentially. It's really crazy. And then if your opponent activates any field spell whatsoever, especially with Vanadium being so big, with Cashier still running rampant apparently as a rogue to your deck, which is actually more like an anti-meta deck at this point, which is really good, you can actually go ahead and just pop the Raitsoth or the Pressure Planet if you go up against Shield Mail, whatever it might be, pop it, summon this thing, and then you also have the free ability to board wipe your opponent, which is then, of course, this effect backed up by a Cashier Fenrir. Now, this was a draw. We can also activate Ashened of Eternity during our opponent's turn. I believe it's during any time, right? When the card is activated. So you can activate it whenever, and this is actually going to add you a Vidos the Eruption Dragon or one Ashen monster from your graveyard to your hand. So you activate this, and it gets you the Vidos to your hand in case you don't draw it, in case you're nice and you just draw it, right? So this gives you the immediate advantage, so you can go ahead and get this guy out. So you get the Field Spell Pop, the Cashier Banish, and a board wipe off of just 2 cards. And you get a lot of field presence with immediate follow-up with the Infernal Flame Banshee. So you have all this interruption with just 2 cards, guys. I think it has a lot of potential. Like I said, I'm not saying that Ashen's going to be like a top tier deck right off the bat or whatever it might be. I think it has some good groundwork. I think it has a good foundation, if you will, to become a really strong and very fun, potentially very budget deck in the near future, but it just takes a little bit more support than that, guys. So without further ado, guys, hope you guys do enjoy this combo. Let's get into that deck profile. So here we are, guys, for our Ashened 2024 deck profile. Let me go ahead and move my face just a little bit over here so you guys can actually go ahead and see it. There we go. So we have right here, guys, our Ashened 24 deck profile post the Phantom Nightmare set coming out in just a little bit over a week, guys. So you guys make sure you stay prepared. So with this set, guys, we play 3 Vitals, the Eruption, Dragon of Extinction. The fact that this card on its own does so much for you, even if you're going second, there's going to be a really good card to draw because of the amount of field spells, again, that are really running rampant all over the format. So it's really good to go ahead and have this at 3 copies of Priestess because it's your main starter, your Stratos of the deck. 2 of the King, 2 of the Hero. This may change. I may run 1 King, 3 Hero, whatever it might be. I just don't really want to clog on them, and having the different levels is nice. Also having multiple level 7s is nice because in the event I want to go into any rank 7 plays. I currently don't think I run any rank 7s. No, I don't. I currently don't run any rank 7s, but it is nice to have the additional option in the event you want to go that route. Like I said, guys, with this, it's not like a full fireproof, deck profile. I'm just going to give you guys a quick template so you guys understand, of course, what the deck will most likely be looking like, right? So you have this, of course, going for you. I play 3 Fenrir with 1 Rice Heart. Rice Heart comes extremely clutch. I'm considering bump this up to 2 because of the ability to Exe summon into something really strong like an Abyss Dweller, an Infernal Flame Banshee to get your full combo going, and a number 41 Baguski. I just think it has the ability to be really good. So potentially 2 Rise Heart. That may be copium, but just just bear with me, right? 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm. The Veiler is the only flex spot realistically, but it can be whatever else you want. I think Droll is going to be mandatory post Phantom Nightmare with all the Fire King decks running around rampant. Realistically, guys, Fire King, because it's getting a lot of really incredible support, is without a doubt going to be by far the most represented deck because it starts off with a very low monetary barrier to entry. You can really just pick up the structure decks and play from there. And what's fantastic is that all versions of the Fire King lose to draw and Lockbird, so it doesn't matter how much money you pump into the deck, you're still going to lose to draw unless you play Crossout Designator, which is pretty spicy, which is something I might consider. So you play 1 copy of Terraforming, 3 copies of Part of Prosperity, 3 Bonfire. Of course, you want to make sure you have to maximize your potential. Now, if of course you want to play a more budget version, you don't play the Bonfire, you can play something like a you can play 3 copies of Infernal Flame Banshee, and you can play Pot of Extravagance, and I don't know, some not Pot of Prosperity. I mean, not because of a budget perspective, it's just those 2 cards, having all those cards kind of clashes. So I mean, I'll leave that up to you guys. But besides that, we play 3 Awakening of Vitos, which is a fantastic card. Basically, this card says, place 1 Obsidian, the Ashen City, from your deck face up in either field zone, so you can go ahead and give it to your opponent or put it to yourself, which is fine. Then if your opponent controls a card in the field zone, you can add a level 5 or higher pyro monster from your deck to your hand. So this card says, give your opponent the Ashen City and add a Vitos, and activate Vitos and pop your Ashen City, get your whole engine started again. So really good card as well. 3 of the Ashen City. You can just keep recycling this card back for additional draws, which does conflict with Pot of Prosperity slightly, but realistically, whenever you're activating Pot of Prosperity, you just don't activate the Ashen City, and then you're good to go from there. It's really not that big a deal. I think having the consistency of Pot of Prosperity mixed with the additional advantage you're going to be getting off the field spell, it's worth having the potential risk of it conflicting a little bit. Come on now, guys. For the rest of the main deck, of course, we play 3 copies of Imperm and 1 copy of Ashen City for Eternity. Just 1 is really all you need. Any more than this is going to be a brick in you guys' hands, so you just want to minimize that as much as possible. Now for the extra deck, of course, guys, play 1 IP, 1 SP Dark Selene, because you are going to be able to go ahead and play the Effect Veilers. Now, if you don't play the Effect Veilers, you want to play something else like Nibiru, or you want to play DD Crow or Ghost Bell, all good options as well. You can actually go ahead and take out the the Selene and the access code. Actually, you can go ahead and keep the access code in, but maybe putting in like a Nightmare Unicorn or an Underworld Goddess might serve to your advantage also. Next, of course, Heat Soul, Appaloosa, Infernal Flame Banshee, Abyss Dweller, number 41, number 38, number 1 Infection Buzzking, which is a phenomenal card. I actually really like this card. 1 Sky Crisis, 1 Zeus, and then 1 Baron, because you can make it with a Fenrir and Ash. So guys, that's gonna be it for the deck profile and combo tutorial. Hope you guys did enjoy. Honestly, I think the deck has a lot of potential. The fact it's gonna be getting more support down the line just really proves to the ability for Konami to come through when we really need it with a strong TCG exclusive deck. I think this is definitely going to be the best way to go about it. And if I'm not mistaken, I haven't opened up any Phantom Nightmare, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're all like supers and commons. I believe maybe the priest is going to be an ultra, so it should be relatively pretty budget friendly, except for the bonfires. I do see the bonfires. I'm not blind. But let me know what you guys think about Ashened in the comment section down below. Is it copium to believe that they are going to be a potential top tier deck, or just a really good budget deck for you guys as well? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's talk about it. Let's bring up the discussion. But without further ado, guys, hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.